There's a room in your house you walked past today without even looking. A guest room, a dining room nobody eats in. Empty as it is, it's draining your account every single month. If you own a big house, or you're dreaming of one, there's a cost that was never on the listing. Nothing to do with your mortgage. For some families, over $1,000 a month. By the end, I'll show you the real true cost of square footage, and reason number 3 is the one almost nobody sees coming. Quick taste. 2 houses, same street, one's twice the size. The big one doesn't cost twice as much to run. It costs way more, because these bills don't grow in a straight line. They snowball, starting the second you turn on the heat. Picture winter, you crank the heat. In a small place, that warm air fills the rooms fast and stays. But a big house? You're not just heating more floor, you're heating taller ceilings, longer hallways, and way more outside walls. And every wall leaks heat into the cold. More surface touching the outside means more warmth escaping. So your furnace runs longer and longer, just to keep up. That's why doubling your square footage can way more than double your energy bill. It's not just bigger, it's bigger and taller and leakier all at once. A home twice the size can easily run $200 or $300 extra a month just to heat and cool. And we haven't paid for one other thing yet, because the next cost doesn't care whether you ever turn the heat on. 2 words, taxes and insurance. Property taxes are tied to what your home is worth. Bigger house, higher value, bigger bill. And it comes back every year, forever, even after the mortgage is gone. Insurance, you're not insuring what you paid. You're insuring what it'd cost to rebuild all that space. More house, fatter premium. So if this is already making you do some math, tap that like button. It genuinely helps this reach people before they sign a 30-year loan. And this is reason number 3, the one I promised would change how you see big houses. It hides for years, then hits all at once. It's called deferred maintenance. Fancy words for a brutal truth. Everything in a house is slowly wearing out. The roof, the siding, the paint, the gutters, the driveway. And the bigger the house, the more of all of it you've got. A bigger roof costs more to replace, more siding to repaint, more of everything, just waiting to break. Here's the rule the pros use. Every year, a house quietly eats about 1% of its value in upkeep. So a $400,000 home? Roughly $4,000 a year, over $300 a month, just to keep it standing. You never get that bill, but it's piling up in the background the whole time. And that's what makes it so dangerous. No statement ever shows up saying, deferred maintenance, $300. So your brain pretends it isn't real, until a storm punches a hole in that giant roof and you're staring at a $15,000 repair you never saw coming. Okay, let's stop guessing. Let's put the real number on the table, the one the listing never shows you. 2 houses, same street, one double the size. On the big one, maybe $200 more a month to heat and cool, a couple hundred more in taxes, $80 more in insurance, and $300 plus vanishing into future repairs. Add it up, that's $600, $700, even $800 a month. Gone. And not a dollar of it makes you any richer. Over 10 years, that's a brand new car, spent, just on extra space. But here's the real question. If big houses drain this much, why do we keep chasing them? This is where the psychology gets uncomfortable. Because a big house isn't just a house, it's a trophy. The thing that quietly tells the world and tells you, I made it. We're wired to read size as success. Bigger office, bigger car, bigger home. So we stretch for the most square footage the bank will allow, because it feels like winning. But the bank shows you the mortgage and stops talking. They never mention the slow drip. Quick question, be honest. Have you ever walked into someone's huge house and felt that little pang, like maybe you should size up too? Tell me in the comments, I actually read them. Because that feeling, that's the exact trigger we're talking about. And it doesn't stop at the walls. Here's the sneaky part. A big house has a way of demanding more of everything. You buy the place, and the empty living room suddenly looks sad, so you fill it with furniture. The bare walls need art. The spare bedrooms need beds nobody sleeps in. There's even a name for this spiral. One new thing drags in 10 more. So the house doesn't just cost you to run, it raises the price of everything you put inside it. And here's the twist that flips this whole thing. You'd think all that space would make you happier, but that thrill, the wow factor, fades in months. Soon the giant home just feels normal. The rooms you were so excited about become the rooms you never enter. But the costs never fade. The heat bill doesn't get bored. You get used to the joy and keep paying the price. So are big houses always a mistake? No, not even close. The point isn't never buy space. It's smarter than that. Buy the space you'll actually use, not the space that impresses people who visit twice a year. Every extra room should earn its keep. A real reason to exist, not just a bigger number to brag about. Because the goal was never a bigger house. It was a better life. And those two are not the same. Which brings us back to that room, the one you walked past today without a second thought. Picture it, empty, silent, doing nothing. Now imagine a little meter on the wall, ticking up, hour after hour, day and night. Heat, taxes, insurance, repairs. That's what that room really is. Not extra space, a subscription you pay for the privilege of not using it. The real cost of a big house was never the sticker price. It's the slow, silent drain you never see. So before you chase more square footage, run the real number, all of it, not just the mortgage. Your future self, the one not drowning in a heat bill for empty rooms, will thank you. If this changed how you see your own home, or the one you're dreaming about, subscribe so the next one reaches you before your next big money decision. And if you want the other side of this, the everyday buys that look cheap but drain you even faster, that one's right here. Watch it next.